They said it was beyond repair. They said it was destroyed. They said it was... That's my car!
Never pronoun game in anger, Bob. Never pronoun game in anger.
Wow!
Yes, it does, and from any distance, and without a millisecond of lag, because apparently each remote comes pre-installed with a handy convenience chip.
Launch the rockets! Launch the rockets! Launch the rockets!
I love this scene, but I simply can't ignore Dash's bloodlust here. I mean, he sees it's a crowded f***ing room.
I've got to succeed, so she can succeed, so we can succeed.
I get it, Bob.
Bob clearly shows how committed he is to this funny but ultimately boring B story.
Put one red thing in, a load of whites, and now everything's pink.
This list of bad parenting cliches reminds me that Helen's being well paid for her exploits, right? They have to have a living wage to afford food and services. And if it's coming from Dever, then you're damn sure it's a lot. So even though Bob's trying to be super dad here, why couldn't he send the laundry out? So Jack has all the powers, right? Like, he's better than Superman. He could travel to different dimensions for long periods of time, fly, shoot lasers, do beast mode, multiply, grow to any size, catch fire, and I'm sure whatever else is needed for comedic effect in this movie. My point is, this should be a bigger deal. He has all the powers.
I think I'll take Superman over Jack. Sorry.
His reign was
Or Kratos.
short, huh?
And not suspiciously so at all.
Just now, at a worldwide summit, leaders from more than 100 of the world's top countries have agreed to make superheroes legal again!
It's been, what, a couple weeks? Pretty sure changing laws takes a bit more time and bureaucracy than that. I mean, weed is still illegal in most of the country, and the majority of Americans changed their mind on that during the Lebowski administration. Also, damn, they got those super powerful people together faster than the dinosaur auction in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom.
What if the pizza guy is really a pizza guy, but he was controlled by the screens built into his glass?
You are good.
So you're telling me the character who always seemed a little too nonchalant and played into the female narrative and whose name could actually be pronounced Evil Endeavor was the bad guy? Consider me shocked. Shocked, I say. Also, that's all it takes. Evelyn didn't even hit a button or do anything other than put the glasses on, which were clearly not functioning before. These things aren't just technological marvels, they're downright magic.
I slept while I worked in a creative fever.
So how did Edna get Jack all domesticated then? Bob was out overnight, but the baby also slept. So she whipped his ass into shape in like 5 hours?
I would resist the temptation to stretch. The temperature around you is well below freezing.
So Elastigirl's kryptonite is the entire month of January? Since when is that a thing?
I'm using the technology to destroy people's trust in it. Like I'm using superheroes.
Wow, seems like we arrived at the unnecessary villainous exposition cliche a little too quick, eh? Trust me, it's not the last time that it'll feel like the movie's rushing to resolve all the plot lines. Like, even Tony comes back into the picture.
Superheroes keep us weak.
God damn it, this movie is better than having the villain turn full villain as soon as she's found out. If she was always this fucking unhinged, how'd she keep it together for so long? Quick question. Has anyone tried maybe closing their eyes? She's not exactly clockwork oranging their eyelids or anything. I mean, Helen now knows how this works.
Use the thing. See that? That's the current readout. Click it. See the readout?
So Edna invented, created, and manufactured this piece of technology that perfectly reads and handles every single one of Jack's powers in one night. And we're just gonna yada yada it? That is some next level incredible But doesn't Frozone already have a mask with eye protection? Does that really have no effect on this immediate hypnosis? These masks really piss me off, by the way.
Incredibile. Pull over.
Man, it sure did seem like the villains were hot on abducting these kids a second ago, but apparently immediately abandoned any pursuit.
But we got Frozone.
Bring him to the ship at DevTech immediately.
Can I just get an instruction booklet on exactly how this hypnotech works? I mean, with the pizza guy, it was insinuated his actions were being directly controlled. But these guys seem like independent contractors who still have to be given verbal instructions. So, which is it?
Oh, I wish the Incredible could follow that boat.
I have to sin this moment for being preposterously convenient, but I'm also smiling too hard at how awesome it is. Straight to sin movie, damn it! Oh, this moment is awesome, but straight.
I need to see this again.
Convenient, but I'm also smiling too hard at how awesome it is. Straight to sin movie, damn it! Also, it's awesome, but did Dash forget he could run on water? I thought that was very well established in the first movie. At least he could catch the boat.
Wait, who's gonna watch Jack?
Seriously, we're still doing the whole Babysitter's Club superhero edition thing? Is the whole point of this movie actually about the difficulty in procuring decent childcare? I like Void a lot. and she's got some dope-ass powers. But the ability to track Violet to this exact location after seeing like 10 steps from the dirt cannot be one of them. Also, this fight is badass, but how are all supers fully trained martial artists? Like, I get how Elastigirl and Mr. Incredible, who've been doing this for years, are capable in a fight. But here's teenage Violet throwing haymakers at Void, who's apparently downloaded the Kung Fu program from The Matrix. The movie has the audacity to show us the Which Way Does the Battery Go twins, Fluffy Earbud Man, and Captain Crochet without giving us any clue what their powers may be. I know I'm pointing out a lot of cliches in this movie, but it's got a surprising amount. I mean, did we really need this waiting on the elevator listening to Muzak during an action scene redo?
No, put him down!
I know, right? Seems like the planned dependence of those goggles staying perfectly in place on every superhero would be a problem, even though they've somehow stayed on place during all sorts of violent fights and scuffles.
How could I be mad? I'm proud.
Until the next movie, when I'll chide you for using your superpowers again for no reason. But for now, let's hug this out.
Laser eyes!
The casual shooting of baby lasers toward your hostage brother is casual.
Hey, you did this. Can you undo it?
You want me to uncrush?
Yes. Or if you're really going to stick with this nonsense about not being able to uncrush things, you could just crush it even further, so that Mr. Incredible can get through. Or since he's been shown to have pretty immense superpowers, he could probably just bust his way through it himself. Or reflux could melt it away. Or about 100 other different ways that you could just get to the engine room quickly and immediately stop this boat. But climax has to climax, I guess.
The reputations of superheroes are ruined.
As are the chances Evelyn makes it out of this situation, considering she's spouting yet another unnecessary villainous exposition cliche. This works. Considering this plane is going to continue its descent directly into the ocean, what exactly did pushing the autopilot do? Awesome! I'm sure there was no one on that busy coastal street of this populous city on a very nice-looking day that's now dead. The insinuation here is that they all change into their super suits now, right? In the car? I'm just saying, growing up in the Parr family must be super awkward.
This contract is void! Jordan fades back, swoosh, and that's the game!
Look, the monorail!
What's it called? Once again!
Vernon here's got a job. Vernon's got prospects. He's bona fide. What are you?
I'll tell you what I am. I'm the paterfamilias, and you can't marry him.
I can, I am, and I will. Tomorrow.
I am called Rick.
Nice to meet you, Rick.
People seem to like me because I am polite and I'm rarely late.
Are superheroes allowed to drink on duty?
I'm looking at porn.
Oh, fuck.
Are you scared? I bet you're glad when your old pal Spider-Man showed up in the elevator, though. You weren't much help.
I don't owe you a damn thing. All of this, falling apart like this, is on you.
You got the address? I'll meet you guys there.
Go in our super suits?
When you are a man, sometimes you wear stretchy pants in your room. It's for fun.
My work is done here.
What do you mean your work is done? You didn't do anything.
Didn't I?
Hello.
Hello?
In other news, the Prime Minister of Sweden visited Washington today, and my tiny little nipples went to France.
I eat thunder and crap lightning, okay?
What bread? Where you going? We're not finished.
Whoa! I don't know about you, but I think the whole superheroes make us weak thing in Incredibles 2 is done much better than the first film. Whereas the first film, it was a fan kid that's turned evil because Mr. Incredible was kind of a dick back then. I mean, he's not meant to be a serious villain or anything, but still. Incredibles 2, on the other hand, the whole superheroes make us weak and the whole superheroes, we shouldn't count on them kind of thing. I think it's kind of justified because, well, sometimes we gotta have to fight for ourselves. And yeah, they seriously couldn't bother to go into a safe room and then call the supers? Or hell, just get some weapons and stuff? Hell, if robbers came into my house, I would just grab a gun or a knife and then kill him while they're not looking. That's probably what I would have done. But it's a PG movie. It can't be taken too seriously. But yeah, I really enjoy Incredibles 2 much better than the first film. Now, whether The Incredibles 3 will come out or not is something that I would question.